It was possible for United to go through as one of the best runners-up if they drew here, but relying on results elsewhere is a dangerous game. And United have been at their best going forward this season. The new partnership of York and Cole has thrived. United's 19-goal tally is the best in the competition. Bayern coach Ottmar Hitzfeld could choose to defend, but he believes United are vulnerable at the back, so could attack be the Germans' best form of defence. Your commentators at a packed Old Trafford are Ron Atkinson and first Clive Tilsley.
It's England against Germany, the Ashes series of European football. It's former champion against former champion. Two of the continent's executive clubs, both with their tradition and expectation of success. And it's man against man, a test of the players' nerve and fibre as much as their talent. What a test of this young man's nerve tonight. Wes Brown playing only his 9th match in the Manchester United starting lineup. Andy Cole trying to team up with Dwight York straight away. Marcus Babbel coming between them. Clearance by Thomas Strunz, cut out by Gary Neville. Cole is underneath it. Babbel climbs higher. Yelim is down to Effenberg. Forward by Mateus. Over the head of Dennis Irwin. Please don't concede an early goal. That was the heartfelt plea of Alex Ferguson to his players tonight. Beckham. Giggs has broken down the centre, got inside Strunz. Chance here for Andy Cole. Great block, Dwight York! Cole had the better chance. Great defending by the two Bayern Munich defenders in front of him. York felt that he had to hit it first time.
This was a magnificent ball from Beckham. He drills that right across. Giggs gets inside the last defender. He sets it Cole up. Good blocking. Unlucky with the second shot. You have to say at this level, that's a good chance. But as you say, full marks to the German defenders blocking. But he looked a bit tentative there, Andy Cole, as he went onto it.
This is Stamp. York. Now Beckham picking up the baton. David Beckham curled it. Khan wasn't quite sure what to do with it. Almost put his hands up in front of his face for self-preservation, but just punched it away. It really could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, but that's encouraging from Beckham. Picks it up, sees the space ahead of him, and pumps one in and tests the keeper. I mean, the keeper must have wondered where that one was going to finish up. As you say, unorthodox goalkeeping, to say the least, that.
This is Zickler. Beckham managed just to toe that away from Zickler as he tried to break forward. But more than a toe behind the shot, though, which troubled Khan. Coming out to the quarter-hour mark, Andy Cole has had one clear chance for Manchester United. Stamp. Up towards Cole. Too long for him. That was by Kufur. This is Giggs. Beaten Strunz. Crossed in towards York. Well, Babbel did enough in front of him to make it difficult for Dwight York to direct his header.
But that's the sort of thing we're looking from Giggs, and he picks it up, gets at the back of Strunz, produces a ball. This is the shot from Beckham coming in. It'll be dipping and swerving, that's for sure. Keeper could have headed it away, really. Might have made a mess of his face, but there's the one now. Good deep cross. And York just can't get over it. I thought at one stage he was just going to guide that into the roof.
It's been an absorbing opening quarter of an hour. We've been used to explosive football from Manchester United in this Champions League campaign.
At the moment, you know, they're having less ball possession than they've probably had in any game. I mean, that's because the German side, Munich, that's because they're very, very good at movement, very good at spreading the ball about, and look at that, that's excellent play to get this fella in.
Lizarazu. In towards Elbert! Well, he stole a march on Gary Neville, couldn't quite direct his header. Neville did recover and make it difficult for Elbert, who needed to be courageous, but who had a side of goal.
Should have scored. Great ball in there from Lizarazu. He's got across Neville, and a player, he's got a good contact on the ball. When he's headed that, he will have thought he scored. That's a ladder for United, that. That's a lovely ball play between people. Lizarazu picks his ball to the near post. Good movement, bad finish.
Here is Cole. Now Keane. Looking for Owen to make a move to his left. Instead comes right to Dwight York. Now Scholes. Keane rolled into Giggs. That's a clever touch. It's Cole on the turn. Oh, it was a whisker away. That's the closest that Manchester United have come so far. Andy Cole almost providing the breakthrough.
What about that? What a touch there from Giggs. And when Cole swung that round, I thought the element of surprise might have done the keeper, because you think for all the world he's going to go and try and curl it around the keeper's left arm. Drags it across him, keeper's wrong-footed, narrowly wide of the post, but a magnificent piece of play from Giggs.
Beckham towards Cole.
That's a better run though. He's stretched the defenders, he's made them work at him, and he's taken the game back about 30 yards.
Cole away from Bartle, deflected, and Cole did really well at the near post.
That was much better from Andy Cole. Ran towards their goal, desperately looking, drove at the defender, got the deflection.
Oh, no.
It's off the pitch, isn't it?
It's a divot. Brown's header has found Beckham. Into Giggs with some space here. He's let the ball run across him, and it's forced him rather wide. Giggs taking on Struns. He's turned him. Rolled back now. It's Roy Keane. It's 1-0. Invaluable strike from the Manchester United captain. They lead with 2 minutes of the first half remaining, and the quarter-finals start to move onto the horizon.
Look at the credit Giggs has got. Perhaps should have taken Beckham's pass easier. He's got closed down. He's kept his head, instead of just throwing it aimlessly. Sees Keane appearing on the edge of the box, picks him with a spotter's badge, and that is no way that's coming back. That is a great strike from the edge of the box. Keeper unsighted, still hasn't seen it.
Free kick to Manchester United. And if they can just pick up where they left off at the end of the first half, then it's got template. Beckham with the free kick. Johnson is forward, almost reached it too. Nicked away from him by Stefan Effenberg. It will be a corner kick to Manchester United.
That was a big header from Effenberg, you know. Johnson was powering in. I thought that's going to be a golden sort of substitution. But he does give them a big advantage here again, Johnson, in set plays and that. They're a little bit short of height. All of a sudden, they're a lot bigger in there.
Bayern Munich are a very big team. Beckham's corner. Whip towards Keane beyond the far post. Oh, what a chance for Johnson, and he couldn't take it. He got a second opportunity, but nothing like as good as the first one that came his way. Well, if only that had fallen to Cole or York.
I tell you what, he's been on the field. That's brilliant the way there's a suggestion of handball there actually against Ruffler, but that's brilliant the way Keane's kept that in play. And Johnson has had an absolutely, I tell you what, he could have blown that in. And even this is a good chance, you know. He's been on the field a minute and a half, might have had a hat-trick.
Struns with a terrific challenge, and he's knocked it forward to Zickler. And here goes Kufor. Got his shot away, and Schmeichel made a terrific save. Big moment for Peter Schmeichel there. Kept out a very powerful drive by Sami Kufor.
Series of rebounds, a nice little lay into his run. Sami Kufor pressured by Jaap Stam. Just a nice push round the corner from Schmeichel.
Corner kick to Bayern Munich. Effenberg takes. All headed on by Struns, and they've smuggled it in. It's Salihamidzic. Bayern Munich are level. 11 minutes of the second half gone, and the Bosnian Hasan Salihamidzic, who scored their late winner at the Nou Camp, has scored an equaliser here at Old Trafford.
Well, I tell you what, in all fairness, I always have the feeling about United, they are vulnerable on corners. I don't worry about them. But that's just an ordinary ball in. It's kept in the box. Struns, I think, his head's the thing in there. And there's two of them. I mean, Elbar could have scored that as well.
Keane. Beckham. York. Beckham again. Cole is forward too. Giggs is to his left. Giggs with the early cross. Oh, Bubble missed it, Lizarazu didn't. And as far as Ronnie Johnson, though, it's Beckham again. Effenberg in the way for Bayern Munich. Here goes Elberg. Zickler has made a run ahead of him. He's got Salihamidzic to his left. Elberg going alone. Now he's found Alexander Zickler. Got his shot away, deflected off Stam, and Elberg's there. And that's not very far away either.
I'll tell you what, we're talking, the way the game has swung around. A minute ago we were talking about whether Munich would qualify. Now that almost put United out the tournament, hasn't it? I mean, it's got the deflection there of Stam, and I tell you, Elbar is a hair's breadth from turning the game right round on its head.
Beckham with a flick on. Good control from Andy Cole. Stepped away from Yeremis, not from Bubble. It's Scholes though. Now Beckham. Possibilities here. Terrific cross. Andy Cole with a header. Oh! Well, it's going to have a paint mark on it when it comes to rest. It was so close to the far post.
People will say that's a miss, but that's a super ball in, and as soon as Beckham shapes, you know where he's going, where the ball's going. Great run across the defender, little nick, and he's probably thought when he's nutted it, that's a goal.
He was originally against admitting runners-up into the competition. He changed his tune in the summer. Beckham fouled by Lizarazu.
He's passing the information on to Peter Schmeichel, and I'm sure he was saying we're okay if it stays like this.
That's the second yellow card in the competition for Vicente Lizarazu, who, if Bayern Munich qualify, will miss first leg of the quarter-final. Incidentally, if both qualify, they cannot meet in the quarter-final. Manchester United have the free kick. Giggs. Deep towards Cole. Oh, poor header by Kuffour, and Cole is there. Was he held back? Referee says no, goal kick. I do think that Kuffour, having lost the ball, had a little grab at Andy Cole there.
Well, Kuffour's certainly been a little bit anxious with a lot of his challenges in the box, and there's every reason to suggest he's had a little tug on him.
Oh, that's a foul.
Yes.
Giggs into Cole. Away by Lizarazu. Schmeichel is under pressure, happy to get the ball out of play. We've now played 2.5 minutes of added time. Referee takes a long look at his watch. No doubt really what the outcome's going to be here. It's the outcome elsewhere that's going to decide Manchester United's fate. The fates seem to be working for them in Spain and in Italy in the matches which will affect them. The referee running towards the ball. Final whistle goes at Old Trafford. A huge roar goes up from the Bayern Munich supporters. Their players celebrate, and we hear Manchester United have taken their seat at Europe's top table too. They have qualified with a draw. The giant trophy is still within reach for Roy Keane and the team. The news will take some time to filter through, but both of these teams have survived the so-called group of death. And our Champions League quarter-finalists again, Manchester United for the third season running. It has been a thrill ride until tonight, a variety season of gala performances, more scores than a basketball match. Tonight it was more of a chess match in the end, but they've kept their nerve and they've kept their European Cup hopes alive with a draw here this evening. Final score at Old Trafford is Manchester United 1, Bayern Munich 1. It's a result which sends both teams into the quarter-finals.